Welcome home.
A home created for us, by us, like it's always been.
A home where you can be your true self unapologetically.
A home where your light can shine.
A home where you can heal.
A home where you're family. Welcome to Copper House. I'm Jess.
I'm Jakara.
And we're the founders, creators, and visionaries behind Copper House Detroit.
Copper House started as a dream, actually. It was an idea. As soon as Michigan became legalized recreationally, I just kind of on a whim said, Jessica, we should join this green rush. We should start a business. And so Copper House was born.
We're really interested in entering cannabis, but also we wanted to remove barriers to access to that, right? So cannabis is a very costly industry to enter, and we used what we had, which is our only asset, which is our house. We also wanted to make sure that we were providing safe space for all cannabis consumers, specifically queer cannabis consumers. The queer community has always found family in one another, and ballroom culture and house culture inspires every aspect of Copper House. Copper House seeks to be that home away from home for the cannabis community, centering who we are. What Copper House is intended to be is a space where folks don't have to question who they are, a place where you can come and just be.
There's a lot of folks who are seeking a home away from home, some time to take a breath and regroup with themselves.
I think trauma affects us all constantly, right? So we always have something that we need to be healing. And so making sure that healing is a practice. It's not just a destination. It's something that can be incorporated. The reason why copper is the metal we use is because copper is a healing metal. It removes toxins from your body. It removes toxins from the environment. And we want to make sure that the space feels like a safe, welcoming environment that makes you feel better when you leave. I think we do a lot of intentional work to maintain the energy of the space. We maintain the energy of the space through saging, cleansing, making sure that after every event we're releasing what happened. And I think that what I love most when people talk about it, they'll talk about, like, one of our Google reviews actually says, the backyard is an oasis. So by maintaining a sacred space, by maintaining a space of peace in the middle of the hood in Detroit, like, that we can show and demonstrate that this is practical for anyone, anywhere. So Cara and I got engaged in Europe, and we did a backpacking trip in Europe, and we stayed in a bunch of short-term rentals. So we stayed in the niche houseboat, we stayed in the hostel, which was a community ambassador, which is what we strive to be at Copper House, and we stayed at a neighborhood-based space that was in a queer community. And so all of those things, all of those experiences have come into Copper House. We want to make sure that we're neighborhood-based, so we're in an authentic Detroit neighborhood that doesn't get a lot of traffic. And we want to make sure that we are centered in the queer community, and we want to make sure that we are community ambassadors and can drive kind of foot traffic to the local economy. My goal is for 100% of the vendors that we partner with to be Detroit local, Black, queer, or women-owned, and we are intentional about that in everything that we do.
Absolutely. We like to donate at least one or two free events to community members who are startup, want to utilize our space to do whether food production or
content production.
Yeah, any kind of content production. We definitely donate our space. I just want to establish roots. I want to be able to start something, and if people visit the site, they're like, oh, I know about this. Let me tell you all about this. I want to do something that I'm known to do, whether that's something caring or compassionate or giving or fun, just a good time, good memories that you're creating. I want that. What's your legacy, Boo?
I think my legacy is what I want to see my people win. I want to see my people thrive. I want to see my people heal. I want to see my people grow. And I want to see industries start to redistribute equity and ownership to communities that have been disproportionately not just left out and criminalized, but systemically barred from access. And I'd like to do whatever I can to create restorative pathways to that end. I would like to have multiple properties. I want a portfolio, and I want to help other folks become owners of their own spaces, because this space was obviously authentic to who we are, but there are other needs in the community and they can cultivate their own space. And we know that homelessness is an issue in LGBT communities, and home ownership is also a pathway to generational wealth. So the more that we can help folks expand on that, the better. But we want a holistic healing resort up north on acreage where we can have a micro business and a farm. And we'd also like to expand Copper House to a mansion so that we have a larger space to host larger events and larger communities.
Yeah, we want to be able to give travelers all the experience, especially around cannabis, weddings or photography, photo shoots, content, whatever it is. We just want to be that space.
To learn more about Copper House, visit us online at copperhousedet.com.
And you can follow us at Copper House DET on Instagram and Facebook.